Can y'all believe we here at 2026? Like, it's here. 2026 is here, y'all. And as we move into 2026, I want to take a moment to read the angel number 10. And it says, clear thinking, cleanse your thoughts. Angels are asking you to declutter your mind of things that are not necessary for your forward movement. Thoughts and emotions need to be productive, or else they can be problematic. Reflect upon a repetitive thought or emotion you've been having. Ask yourself if your thought or emotions is necessary, kind, or productive. I'm sure we all been there, right? Where we have like these thoughts and something that's just been repetitive, and it becomes problematic for us, right? It becomes unhealthy for us. It takes us out of alignment. So I want you to think about the things that you need to declutter. As we reflect on lessons of 2025, because 2025 is the number 9, and so things must come to an end. Things must come to an end. Take a moment and process what has to end, what is completed, what has served its season, what has served its reason, what has served its purpose. It has completed its time with you. Because listen, one thing I know is that we often hold on to people and things past the expiration date and time that was assigned to the thing. Right? Why do we hold on to things past its expiration time? Why? Why do we do such things? I am so glad you asked. We often hold on to things because, for one, because of our investment, right? Our investment, our time that we have spent, we want to see a return on our investment. We refuse to let a thing go. Listen, even in the stock market, sometimes you got to let an investment go when it goes against what you were trying to do. If it's not putting you in the winning season, sometimes you have to let it go. And it's the same thing with relationships and things. You may not always see a return on your investment. And if you do see a return on your investment, sometimes we still hold on to things just a little too long to where that investment has literally plunged. Another reason, attachment issues. Attachment issues due to a scarcity mindset. Some of us hold on and we hold on and we hold on. Some of us are holding on because we live in hope. We continuously creating this false narrative because we don't want to face our truth and our reality. And when we don't face our truth and our reality and not allowing something to end and ignoring the engraved expiration date, we know it has an expiration date. We know it within our soul. However, we hold on and we hold on and we hold on. And often it causes confusion, stress, heartache, pain, an unbalanced life, health issues, exhaustion, constant noise, and a restless mind. And we keep pushing through life, going against the grain because we don't want to let a thing go or people go. So I ask you, what are you holding on past its expiration date? Because it's time to grieve and mourn it. Yep, it's time to grieve and mourn it. Grieving isn't isolated to death. I do a lot of, a lot of my background that I talk about grief. And I do talk about it in the respect to losing a loved one, specifically losing a parent. But when we look at the definition of grief is broad. Grief, you can grieve anything. So grieving isn't isolated to that. We can grieve many things that was part of us, whether it be relationships that need to end, a significant change, health issues, financial loss. There's so many things that we can grieve. but we continue to hold on to a thing. I'll ask you again, what are you holding on to past its expiration date? It's time to grieve. It's time to mourn it. Moving forward, and the need to be in alignment. The need to be in alignment. I have taken a moment to think about 2025. Now, all 2025 wasn't bad. It was a huge roller coaster, an emotional roller coaster too. But when I sit back and I think about the things that I need to let go to move forward in 2026, the things I think about that 2025 has taught me, the things that needs to end, the things that have come to completion that I'm no longer dealing with, here are a few things that 2025 has taught me. We have normalized living in toxicity. Yes, we have normalized living in toxicity. The world has shown us toxicity is the way to live. Not only the world, but our everyday life, right? We have normalized toxic behaviors. Yeah. Yes, we have. We have normalized toxic behaviors. We accept it. We normalize being wasteful and the idea of needing a bunch of things, just a bunch of clutter. I want you to take a moment and think about all of the things that you have and then ask yourself, do I use all these things? Because I know I'm looking around. I'd be looking around. I was like, why do I have all of these things? All these things is this clutter in space that I halfway use. And some of it I don't use at all. We have normalized abuse of any type. Of any type. We have normalized it. We have normalized protecting others and their feelings versus our own. And this just didn't happen in 2025. This has been happening year after year after year. For years. And so I've taken a moment to really sit down and think about what 2025 has taught me that I'm not willing to take into 2026 moving forward. And so here are the things that I need to do in order to move forward in 2026. And let me just recap what the angel number 10 is. It's clear thinking, cleanse your thoughts. Angels are asking you to declutter your mind of things that are not necessary for forward movement. And so as I shared 2025 and the things that I've learned, in 2026, this is what I'm going to do to move forward. Adjusting relationships and placing them in their prospective place. Now, while all relationships don't have an expiration date, right? Because truth is they don't. All relationships don't have an expiration date. We adjust them. I learned that a couple months ago. We adjust the relationship. Because while the relationship remains, the connection and the bond may have come to an end. It may have expired. Therefore, you make the adjustments that are needed. No longer allowing toxic behaviors to rent or lease any type of space of any kind. No longer engaging in toxic behaviors. I'm going to take time to declutter because as I mentioned before, I'm looking around and there are so many things that I just have that I do not use. And not only decluttering my space, but decluttering the music that I listen to, declutter the TVs and the shows that I watch, decluttering space and creating a cleaner space for my mind. I'm gonna learn also not to be wasteful. With the many things that I waste, that I know can be a resource or I can make some usefulness out of it versus wasting and going out and buying the very thing where I could have repurposed and made a resource of it. Understanding people's capacity to love. Have you ever been in a situation where you're like, well, okay, wait a minute. I know you say you love me, but I don't feel like you love me. I have learned that it is not my responsibility to tell someone that they don't love me, because truth is they very well may love me. but they love me to the capacity that they're able to. And guess what? That's okay. But I don't have to stick around for it. So understanding people's capacity to love me, but move on to the spaces and people that can love me to a level that I need and that I desire. Going forward, addressing any form of abuse up front. Nothing is no longer getting swept under the rug, hush hush, quiet, and not wanting to upset or putting people in uncomfortable positions. Nope. Addressing any and everything up front. I'm done protecting other people and others' behaviors, right? Or the outlook of something. And I will continue to protect Tamekia while understanding that the cost isn't always easy. And it sometimes can hurt. So, taking time to figure out what needs to end so you can move in 2026 lighter and with clarity. I want you to take time to think about that. I am your girl, Tamekia R. Moon. Here we are everything H.E.R, helping, elevating, and redefining. So I hope I have helped you. I hope I have said something to elevate you. And I hope there is something here that will help redefine you. I pray that we can move in love, peace, and purpose. I am your girl, Tamekia R. Moon. Talk soon.